The Centre has released its long-awaited draft of the new Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2022. The Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw announced this on Twitter and sought views from stakeholders by December 17th. Hello and welcome to VAR India News Hour. The new proposed Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2022 is that it continues to give the government a free pass to ride roughshod on an individual's right to data privacy, even as it cranks up the maximum penalty on data fiduciaries violating its provisions to as high as Rs 500 crores. With this, the scope is narrowed too, and the bill's provisions will not apply for offline personal data. The new measure, now up for public consultation, is expected to be presented in the next session of the Parliament. The measure, aimed at protecting digital personal data, seeks to allow transfer of data outside India and provides for penalties regarding data breaches. Cyber law experts slammed the bill for the manner in which it gave the government unbridled power to retain personal data of an individual for an indefinite period. The bill requires collection of personal data to be based on freely given, specific, informed and unambiguous indications of user consent. Requests for consent will be required to be provided in English or any official language of India specified in the Constitution. Consent should be withdrawable at any time. A consent manager should be made available to review provided consent, and this entity should register with a data protection board that will be set up by the government. Fiduciaries should obtain verifiable parental consent for collecting data from minors. A data fiduciary should no longer retain information about a user, that is, a data principal, if the purpose of keeping that data is no longer served. Users should have the right to review and correct data they have provided, as well as to remove such data. They should be able to nominate someone else in case of death or incapacitation. They should have the right to have their grievances processed by the data fiduciary. The bill says that the government will notify a list of countries to which India's data may be stored. The bill's provisions give the government wide exemptions as any instrumentality of the state in the interests of sovereignty and integrity of the India, security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, maintenance of public order, or preventing incitements to any cognizable offence relating to any of these will not be subject to its provisions. The government will set up a Data Protection Board of India that will be digital by design to handle data breaches and impose fines on erring data fiduciaries. The board will be able to hold hearings and hear complaints from users. Fines of Rs 50 crores to Rs 250 crores are provided for. The government has also published an explanatory memorandum. Submissions will be accepted through the MyGov platform, but these will not be made public, the IT Minister said in a notice. Going forward, the new Personal Data Protection Bill includes child protection, fines, but needs clarity. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Gaming sector to create 1 lakh direct and indirect jobs by 2023. According to Team Lee's digital report, the gaming industry is expected to add 1 lakh direct and indirect new jobs by the financial year 2023-24. The sector will add new jobs across domains including programming, testing, animation, artist and other miscellaneous roles. At present, there are around 50,000 people employed in the industry directly, out of which 30% of the workforce are programmers and developers. Jio 5G is now available in entire Delhi NCR. Reliance Jio has extended its true 5G services across the entire Delhi NCR region, including Delhi, Gurugram, Noida, Ghaziabad, Faridabad and other major locations. The network will be present across all localities and areas, including most residential areas, hospitals, schools, colleges and universities, government buildings, high streets, malls and markets, high footfall areas such as tourist spots and hotels, tech parks and roads, highways and metros. Zomato co-founder steps down from his role. Food tech company Zomato has announced that Mohit Gupta, who was elevated to the status of co-founder in 2020, tendered his resignation. Mohit joined in 2018 as CEO of food delivery business after serving as Chief Operating Officer at MakeMyTrip. In his farewell letter, Mohit said that over his 4.5-year stint at Zomato, he and the founder and CEO of Zomato, Deepinder Goyal, managed to survive the competition, pandemic and more. Meta reportedly fires its employees for hacking users' Facebook and Instagram accounts. Meta Platforms is reported to have fired over 24 employees and contractors over the past year for allegedly compromising user accounts. Some of these cases also involved bribery. Among those who were fired include contractors who worked as security guards at the social media firm's facilities and were given access to an internet tool that allowed employees to help known users gain access to accounts after forgetting their passwords or had their accounts locked out. Elon Musk announces new Twitter policy to prevent hate speech. Elon Musk has announced a new content moderation policy to control hate speech and negative tweets on the social media platform. In the new policy, negative or hate tweets will be deboosted and demonetized, which means that they won't be visible to the users unless they specifically look for it. These tweets would become visible if a user searches it with proper keywords. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.